Sometimes the things that change our lives don't arrive as opportunity. Sometimes they arrive as fear, uncertainty, loss, realization that the people we love are fragile. And in these moments, we start asking bigger questions. Questions about health, about purpose, about what we put into our bodies, how we care for people around us, and what really matters in life. And suddenly life feels unpredictable. For Angela, what started out as helping to save her father's life became something much larger. A business rooted in not just in wellness, but in care, community, and intention. In a world that moves fast, mass produces everything and often sacrifices quality for convenience, there's something powerful about someone choosing to slow down and create something real. Today I'm with Angela, founder, owner, and operator of Salud. So where'd you grow up?
Oh, God, that is a loaded question. As you know, my family's from Fresno.
Yes.
Yeah, Fresno, or the no-no, as my husband
The
calls
city
it.
of no good.
The city of no good, yeah. So my parents are from there. They moved into, like, West Covina area.
Okay.
That's where I was born. And then when my parents split, we went back to Fresno for a couple of years. And I was like 5 or 6. And then I ended up in LA for the longest span of time until the Lakewood Long Beach area.
Okay.
So I don't really have a place
like LA.
Like Westchester.
Okay.
By LAX.
Okay.
Westchester, Marina Del Rey, Playa Del Rey. We moved around that area.
You've been a South Bay person a majority of your life.
Yeah, okay. yeah. For a small amount. That was from like 8 to like 12 or 13.
Okay. And then you went. What high school did you go to?
St. Joseph.
St. Joseph. Okay, I hate you too, because Tara said she was
She's Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah. What were you?
I did not grow up here.
Grew up here.
But we sponsor and we do a lot with the best school in the area, Long Beach Poly.
Oh, Poly. Yeah, Poly is a great school.
Yeah.
My mom gave me a choice of 2 all-girls schools because she said I was boy crazy. So I could either go to Notre Dame and
was she lying? Or were you boy crazy?
Maybe I was. I don't know. I was 12.
Yeah.
How do you know at that age if I'm boy crazy?
I don't know. Apparently you said something.
Yeah, so
set your mom off.
You can either go to Notre Dame Academy for Girls in LA, or you can go to St. Joseph Academy for Girls in Lakewood, and you live with your dad. And I chose my father.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's how I did there. So, yeah, so that's like the timeline. So I can't really say that I've been a part of a city longer than like a couple of years, other than like Lakewood, Long Beach. So I think I'm from here.
So this is your home?
This is my home. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me. I haven't lived here my whole life, but the moment I got here, I was like, I was even driving through the city with my wife, and we were on like 4th and Magnolia, and I was like, this feels like Fresno.
Yeah.
And she's all, that's not a good thing. But it made me feel at home, and I think the main thing was the mixture of diversity and having the food made by the people who actually make the food.
I will say I feel like not spoiled. I mean, I've worked in hospitality in this city since I was 14. I was a hostess at Ruby's on P Station 2nd, which doesn't even exist anymore.
I remember it though.
Yeah, but I worked there, and then I was an expo person. Then I called myself a fountaineer. I made the splits and stuff. And then after that, I worked at Frisco's, which also doesn't exist anymore.
No.
At the traffic circle.
I went in there quite a bit.
Did you really?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I was a roller skating waitress there for a couple of years. And then I moved to Open Sesame and worked there for almost a decade.
Is that where you met Tara?
Yes, that's where I met all of my friends. Like, I'm still friends with all. I'm going to my friend Rena. Happy birthday, Rena! It's her 50th. Well, it was her 50th, but her 50th birthday party this coming Saturday.
Nice.
And I've known her for about 20 years now. She was actually, I met her at Open Sesame, and she was my wedding planner as well.
Wow. Okay. I just saw some recent pictures of that.
Of my wedding.
Your wedding. I think it was your birthday, and Tara posted something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get through high school, you go to college.
Cal State Long Beach.
Cal State Long Beach.
Degree in history.
Perfect. Because you wanted to be a professor, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I still do. I think I'll just be like old, quirky professor, you know?
Okay. Well, you could do it. I just had a graduation photo shoot with a guy who's 67 years old and just got his degree in psychology.
Wow. See, it doesn't matter.
No. You live your life. You
Nothing
figure out what you
actually
want to
matters.
do.
There actually aren't any rules. We've been making them up since the dawn of time.
Yes.
We
Time
didn't
doesn't
choose-
exist.
We didn't choose to be born.
No.
And for most of us, we don't choose when we die.
True.
Everything in the middle is just we're just making it up until we die.
Exactly.
So, like, why not just do the things you want to do?
It's true. It's true. So
anyway,
history
yeah.
to Salud.
Yeah, so my senior year of history, I keep thinking we're going somewhere and I'm waiting for the destination.
No destination.
Okay. Yeah, so I have a degree in history, and my senior year of college, my uncle passes away. He went into cardiac arrest 2 years before that, and he was in a okay, so I said coma, but just recently I was talking to a girlfriend about it. She was like, oh, he was in a vegetative state, not a coma. Because he wasn't in a coma. He would, this is getting morbid, but he would blink, he would cry, he would do certain things, but the way my dad described it is, there was so much damage to, like, he's a car guy.
That's
so
even scarier. Yeah, that's scarier because he's awake.
Yeah, but, like, we're not sure how conscious he was, though, My dad said that the wires melted together.
Yeah.
That's the way he described it. Like I said, I don't mean for this to be sad, but
heart issues.
Then he passed away in that I'm going to say coma. Vegetative state sounds awful.
Yeah.
He was in a coma, passed away in that state. My dad had like a heart attack at the funeral.
Oh my! At the funeral?
Yeah,
literally at the funeral.
Like he was like, wouldn't go in because we're Mexican and we don't believe in doctors, which is a whole other thing. But just sitting in the parking lot, and then his brothers are going, "What's going on?" And we kind of have to admit to everybody that he's been having heart issues and he's too afraid to go in for it. Hi, Tara.
And this is you're about ready to graduate Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah.
This is going down.
And then finally, a couple weeks after that, he having those heart issues again. My stepmom drives him to the ER and says, "We're not leaving till you go inside." The pain got so bad he got out, threw up. She locked the door and said, "Well, now you have to go in."
Oh my God.
And then they found 70% clogging in 4 of his arteries, and it was within the week he had a quadruple bypass.
Okay, so did your dad have like everyone else's dad's diet, like just ate what he wanted and did what he wanted, or?
I mean, it's hard because, like I said, we come from a Latin culture, right? And my dad was one of 9. Like, he ate his cereal with coffee.
Yeah.
He never knew when he was younger. He never knew that cereal with milk was even an option.
Yeah.
He always drank with coffee. They got the bottom of the barrel at the butcher's. So it's like a combination of that, but also now that I'm a business owner, because my dad and my uncle were business owners, I'm now understanding stress level and how that played a large part of it.
Cortisol levels.
I wasn't a business owner at the time, so the only thing I'm like, control my controllables. What can I control? I can control diet. I can control, trying to get my dad to eat healthier, which is one aspect of it, obviously. Because then, I'm looking through his fridge and he has we used to use country crock, which is just vegetable oil.
Yeah.
That's not even butter.
Yeah.
But it's cheap. It's
that was
yeah,
I think that's what it is. It's like social economic at that point.
100%.
It's I think that's why healthcare is not just necessarily unreachable by the financial standpoint of insurance and stuff like that, but it's unreachable in the idea of we are told to go to Jack in the Box because you can get a meal for $4.99 or whatever. You're especially in Fresno, being from Fresno, you're destined to go to McDonald's because it's cheaper.
Totally.
Matter of fact, I just read something. McDonald's is gonna start an all-you-can-eat plan, and
they already technically kind of have that.
Right?
They sell 60
but you pay
nuggets.
$60 for a month, and you get all these, which is gonna cause more trouble for people in their heart. But it's not only social economic, but it's also cultural.
Yes.
The type of foods you eat in certain cultures. I mean, especially this one is fast food. It's American burgers.
You said this one, and I thought you meant male because it's also not even just cultural, but it comes into gender.
Yeah.
My dad, after his heart attack, he was trying to eat healthier, and his friends would make fun of him for having a salad.
Yeah.
Because it's too feminine. Health is feminine.
That's true.
It is very feminine. Like I always say to my staff, I'm like, the yoga moms coming in, love the yoga moms. They're not an accomplishment to me because they're going to come no matter what. The blue collar longshoremen that come in and they have their regulars, they come in fully tatted, big beard, kind of looks like you. We're afraid. We're like, I don't know. And then they're like, hi, can I get a summer night? I'm like, yes, we did it. We are breaking the boundaries of gender boundaries on health.
That's great because I've
they
never
tell it
thought about that, but it's
Really?
100% true in everything. Even comes down to coffee. Like guys order coffee, I've seen things where it's like, you have to order the black coffee because if you
Yes.
order any of the fruity drinks, it's not masculine. It's
what
not.
show did we both watch? Yellowstone or what?
Yeah, it was probably something like that. Like it's like, are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Like you want that seasonal pumpkin
Yes.
spice
Yeah.
latte,
Yeah, but you have to get a black coffee because you're
but
a
you
man.
have to get a black coffee because you're a man.
You have
Yeah,
to go
it's
to Tommy's
true.
Burgers because you're a man.
Facts.
You're not going to Simply Salad. Shout out Simply Salad.
It's Simply Salad, yeah. So, your uncle, heart
Yeah.
issues. Your
Uh-huh.
dad, heart issues.
Yeah.
You, like me, have to have control.
100%.
So when that happens, you had to gain control. How?
Yeah, and it's the only thing I could control, which was okay. I'm like, I'll fix it. Like, I'm also the oldest. That's the whole oldest daughter in the Latin family.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure it out. And so like I started making him juice because I was like, how do I get him the most nutrients without him realizing it? Throw an apple in it,
Yeah.
And then we would salute to his health. Salud after salud.
Okay,
Cheers
so
to your health.
Salud comes the name.
Yeah. And I just be like, sorry, Dad. I know it doesn't taste good. Just gulp it down. Put a straw in it. Gulp it down.
Okay, so how did you start the juicing itself?
Well, I have a degree in history, right? So like I am research backed. Like I
Mhm.
love research. I'm gonna research the crap out of everything. So I started researching juice. I found cold pressed juice.
Yeah.
There's this doctor, doctor. Oh my gosh, I haven't said his name in so long. I forgot it now. Gerson therapy.
Mhm.
He has a facility in Mexico. Supposedly, okay, look, I don't know anything, okay? I'm just telling you what I've read.
Mhm.
There's a conspiracy that he was murdered because his therapy was so, like, profound with cancer patients
Uh-huh.
that they had to murder him.
Yeah.
So, whether that's true or not, I'm not saying that's true. I'm just
No
saying
money,
it's true.
no money in health.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
if you can cure cancer. So he started with this Gerson therapy. He has a facility in Mexico. They do cold pressed juice and coffee enemas. Those are like the two like major factors of. So I was like, okay, cold pressed juice. That's what I'm doing. So cold pressed juices are expensive. So
Yeah.
I found down the street from my house on 4th and Walnut. That's where my apartment was. There was a garage sale. Somebody was selling a Jack LaLanne juicer for $5.
Jack LaLanne.
Yeah.
He lived where I went to high school, Morro Bay, California, and him and his wife, Elaine LaLanne.
No, I hate that.
Yeah, that's her name. Would come into my family shop, and yeah, he was as awesome as you would imagine,
Oh,
doing all the push-ups and everything. But small world. So a
starstruck.
Jack LaLanne juicer
Jack LaLanne juicer.
at a
And I started
garage sale.
making my dad juices out of my apartment.
Yes.
But then when I would make him juices, so this is how it started, right? I made him juices. I worked at Open Sesame, and then I would bring my little jar. And I'm all about like make it pretty. So I'd get those like a wide mouth mason jar.
Yeah.
My dad would have his little juice. I would make enough for mine. Take it to work because I'm all about eco-friendly and all that
Mhm.
stuff. But then my girlfriend started going, ooh, what is that? Ooh, what is that? And that's really what started it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I work with you on Tuesdays. Can you make me one? Like, I'll give you $5. Okay, perfect.
So at that point, I know you said your dad would just gulp it down.
Yeah.
Like gulp it down. But
Yeah.
were you starting to play with flavor,
Totally.
or were you just like whatever's healthy?
No, I had to play with flavors because I need gateway juices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No one's gonna drink a green juice if they don't have a palate
Yeah.
for green or anything other than like
Mhm.
fruit. Even fruit, like a carrot's even hard sometimes for people to stomach.
Yeah.
So one of my girlfriends that worked with me, her name is Roxy, who's still one of my best friends now. She's extremely picky. So I would have her taste test all my juices and she'd be like, disgusting. And I'm like, okay, let me add a little bit more of this, whatever. And that's how I came up with a lot of my flavors. Is that a lot of the girls at Open Sesame were very health conscious, so it didn't matter to a lot of them. But once I started getting into like more of my picky customers, I started having to come up with like some recipes that were for everybody. So yeah.
So you're developing the flavors. Are you still considering the health benefits of all of this?
Yeah, that's what's hard because like you want people. It's like with kids, right? Like I can't give a kid green juice. I have to mix it with apple juice.
Yeah.
So we have like what I consider my gateway drugs, The Summer Night's the other beet one.
Yeah.
Summer Night is carrot, orange, lemon.
Mhm.
You might not be able to taste the carrot enough, but it might acclimate your palate a little bit more
Mhm.
to carrot.
Yeah.
And then you can move on to something a little bit more earthy. Like Shrewd Farm has more beet in it than the other beet one does.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have told me, I hate beets. I've never, met a beet I like. They can drink the other beet one, start getting acclimated to beet, switch to Shrewd Farm, have a little more beet. And then I just kind of went from that to like cucumber, which is cucumber, apple, lemon, but it's mostly cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're getting away from the sweetness. And then you have things like the straight up and the straight down, which is straight greens.
Yeah.
One has lemon, one has lemon ginger.
You're also dealing with the environment of flavors because people now, with the sweet tooth and stuff like this, juice is relatively sweet.
Yeah.
But because they have so much other sweetness factor with sugars and syrups and stuff like that,
competing with that palate.
their palate is off.
100%.
Their palate's at 1,000 sugar.
Yes.
When even an apple is sweet to
Yeah.
someone like me because I'm not a sweets guy.
Me neither.
So you're not a sweets guy? Could have fooled
Sweet.
me.
Wait, you said sweet or squeeze?
Sweet.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a sweet guy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm also not a sweet guy.
but it's the idea that you're competing with these other places. Like
Yeah.
I hate to say it because San Luis Obispo is where me and my wife went to school, and Jamba Juice, which Juice Love came out of there, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's healthy, it's good." No, it was a milkshake.
Yeah, no, it's sherbet.
It's
sherbet ice
it's a
cream.
milkshake.
Yeah.
But they jumped on the health bandwagon of all
Totally.
that. So you're competing with desserts in the
Yeah.
juice market, so you have to educate.
Yeah, it's an that was the word I was gonna say. That was my response. Is like it's an educational thing where like our staff has to know like we don't put preservatives in it. We don't
Yep.
have any added sugars in it. You know, it's just straight. It is what you get. You know, there's nothing more than that. It's not sugar coated.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
So great product, right?
Thank you.
Dad's feeling better,
Yep.
right? Dad's
Not
still
only-
doing well,
Yep. There's no
right? Because he changes thinking
Oh my
about
God.
stuff, right?
He's on a whole other level now. He takes collagen every morning.
Nice.
He makes water every morning with collagen and chia seeds in it.
Oh,
He does this little prune juice. He's probably talking too much, but he does this little like prune juice detox like every quarter. Like he's on a different level. I mean,
Well, do you think that was you helping with
I
that?
started it. But
Do you think it was the scare?
100%. Yeah, it was the scare. You know, it's also like I said, it's that masculinity where before it was like, I don't do that, and now he works at the port. He's a longshoreman, and he is working with the scariest, burliest dudes down there. And
Yep.
he gets into a truck and he sees a Salud sticker on the dashboard.
Yeah.
You know, or some of the guys know that his daughter owns Salud, and they're like, Eddie, like these huge scary dudes, like, Eddie, dude, you didn't tell me your daughter owns Salud. Dad's sick. And my dad's like, yeah, I'm just Angela's daughter all over you.
So you changed the culture in your dad,
Yeah.
right? And now your dad's changing the culture in these longshoremen.
Yeah.
So you could literally see the ripples
Yes.
of the $5 Jack LaLanne juicer
Yeah. No, I know.
throughout Long Beach, right?
Well, and I made a very conscious effort with the packaging. Like the bottle is like a hefty, like apothecary looking bottle.
Yeah.
The label's black and white. It's not pretty. It's not pink. It's nothing. So a man will feel okay having that in his hand. You know, because for me, it's very important for men to jump on the health bandwagon. Women are always going to do it. Women are going to buy anything that's pretty and cute.
When I hate to say
it,
it's caveman brain, I look at it and I see the ingredients listed.
also that very
This,
plain language.
this. Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. The name's an added benefit, like, some of the great names like Soylent Green and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Which every time you post it, I'm like, it's people!
Silent green is people.
but it's funny, and so it does make it more approachable in that end.
Right.
Now, when it comes to your packaging, it's still glass, but with government and people overstepping and people trying to get involved,
Yeah.
how are you having to evolve as a company with pasteurization and stuff like that?
It's funny that you bring that up because I'm in the middle of fighting the California Department of Public Health
Oh,
because they're trying to redefine what wholesale versus retail is.
Mhm.
So I have my own stores. I only deliver to my own stores.
Mhm.
I'm not selling wholesale. I have full control over how long they're sitting on a shelf, which is only 4 days.
Mhm.
But because I have multiple stores, now they're trying to say that I'm doing wholesale. So they are trying to get me to switch over to something that, not pasteurization. There's another process called high pressure processing.
Yeah.
And so that is probably what they're going to make me do. Am I fighting tooth and nail? Yes. I like ethically don't like plastic.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. HPP actually doesn't affect me because I feel like from a health perspective, I'm still okay with HPP, but you have to use plastic to do HPP.
Yeah.
The plastic part's really the part that is I'm gonna probably announce it. If they make me do it, I'm gonna announce it and hold myself up for a week in depression because I'm gonna be that sad about it. Because this is the whole reason why I got into this business. And when they gave me the phone call and told me, I was like, you guys, I'm opening up more stores under this business model, and now you're telling me that I'm gonna have to switch everything to plastic. So I have a couple plans up my sleeve. I want to start like a full recycling program to make sure every bottle, I'm still going to incentivize people to bring it back.
Yeah.
And I want to have our own Salud recycling program where we're taking it to partnering with the recycling program and taking it there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough jumping through all the hoops. You never know what policies they're going to put on you.
Yeah, but that's kind of it's hurting business.
Yeah.
It's slowing your growth.
Oh, 100%.
All for what reason? Is it they think it's health? Do they think they're protecting people?
Reduce, the 5 log reduction. So it's like salmonella, listeria, like all those. But at the same time, that's what you get that same problem with like fresh fruit, you know? So it's just hard. I understand to a certain perspective because people are probably, taking advantage of it. But yeah, I mean, it's because if I was doing it out of my house for my friends, it's different. But once you start mass producing something, because I want to be in every neighborhood in Long Beach. I literally love this city. Like, I love having an excuse to go to Bixby, an excuse to go to, Belmont Shore, and and being able to spread. Because I feel like our besides the product, our employees are happy, and our customers tell us like we feel so happy when we walk into your stores. So we're not just spreading health through the nutritional of our products, we're spreading health through mental health too, like I want everyone to feel included, I want everyone to feel seen, and that's customer to my employees as well.
So your culture in the business is just as important.
So to have these like little mini cultures, like mini examples of what like human interaction should be, like in every corridor of Long Beach, just sounds amazing to me.
Yeah, and I think bringing the joy. I mean, joy through juice is pretty spectacular.
Oh, joy through juice.
Joy through alliteration.
Nice. It'll be a nice.
Joy through patent pending.
Patent pending. Yeah.
Michael Farmer.
No, that's mine now.
So, business has grown exponentially as of lately as well. Because I remember having to drive all the way down to. Was it 4th Street, right?
Isn't it funny all the way down?
Yeah.
Like, and it is, though. I agree because I live up here now.
Yeah.
But that's the whole reason I want to be in every corridor. We don't leave our neighborhoods.
We don't. We don't.
We moved up here we've been open for 10 years and we moved up here to Bixby and people were like, what's Salud?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? We've been in the city for 10 years.
Well, and the only reason I knew about you is Retro Row because I went down there and I was like, oh, okay. And then we stopped. But that was the issue is I had to drive all the way over
into
there.
The city.
Yeah, downtown, basically. But see, that's the other thing that kind of sucks. Like you're growing, so you're in every neighborhood, so you're bringing health to every neighborhood.
Exactly.
But then the government is like, nah, son.
Yeah, so I have to work within their bounds, and that's fine. I as an entrepreneur, you have to adapt.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw something at you, and like your best asset as an entrepreneur is just to adapt. Yeah. And keep moving. You just have to pivot.
Speaking of adapting, what was it like when you opened your first store?
Oh my God. I mean, it was fine, I guess. I was 26, so I was young and had nothing else better to do, than be at the shop opening clothes 7 days a week. So my partner owns the attic. My previous partner, Steve, who is still one of my closest friends.
Shout out the attic. Shout out Nona Mercado.
And Nona's, yep. And Dish Out tipping app if you're not on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was my GM at Open Sesame. He invested. He believed in me at a time that he probably shouldn't have. He jokes that he was going to claim me as a loss. Yeah. He's like, I gave you that chunk of change and I just claimed you as a loss because I didn't think I was ever going to see it back.
This is my server at a restaurant that's bringing in juices in bottles.
Yeah.
Dude, he either saw something or
he has that capability.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing.
He loves people, and when he finds somebody and he sees potential, he will go all in for those people. And there's a big group of us that all know that about him, and like I'll like whatever he says, I say yes. I'm like, whatever, Steve. Whatever you want from me, I will be there no matter what. I love you so much.
Yeah.
Shout out, Steve. But actually, that's funny. I feel like I should have had to say that, because what I was gonna say is he would have never let me cut my hours. I was too afraid to even ask him. So we were open 7 days a week. We only closed 2 days a year, because he's like, what do you mean? A day off? You just started. What are you talking about? Yeah. So he's also pushed us really hard. Well, anybody they invest in.
I mean, it's also, as an entrepreneur, it's the self-push too, right?
Totally.
You quit your 40-hour-a-week job to work 120 hours a week.
100%.
And make less money to start
I was a server. I made such good money.
Yeah.
I paid my way through college in cash.
Yeah.
Like, and then I came and then I got paid, I mean, based on how many hours I was working, probably like $6 an hour. I have no idea. It's too depressing to even think about.
So with all that,
yeah,
why was it worth the drive? Why was it worth it for you to open that first store?
I don't know. Honestly, to this day, I feel like I just blacked out and did it. I feel like I've always wanted to have a hub of community. Like, my whole life, I love people. I am like recharged with people. If I'm not around people enough, I get depressed and I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, I haven't seen a human in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'll just go to one of my shops and like annoy them, you know, like they're like, why are you here? And I'm like, can you just talk to me for a second?
But do you keep that? Like with me, I love people and I'm in people and I like having conversations and I love being involved. Yeah. But then I have to go home and do nothing.
100%. Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like, don't freaking talk to me for about 6 hours.
I definitely have to recharge like that too.
Yeah.
But I do love community. I also love the idea, like I said, of spreading a certain like culture, you know? And for me, it was always like, I just burped. My husband says they smell like hot dogs.
Oh, well, quit eating so many hot dogs. Leading cause of colon cancer, by the way.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Cut down on the hot dog.
Cut down on the hot dog water.
But anyway, back to the serious note. I had this idea. Okay, I was 26, so I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never been a manager before. So if you speak to any of my employees then, they might not have the same idea of me as now, because I had no idea what I was doing. Did I know to communicate? I had no idea. Did I know to make a side work sheet? Had no idea. I would say, though, in the last 12 years of doing this, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of how to communicate with people. I've learned a lot about boundaries. Yeah. I've learned a lot about employees that don't have boundaries, that I have to protect them because they're my workhorses. Like, I know all of this stuff now. So I feel like I'm not perfect and I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to create this like mini hub of what's possible between customers, staff, and management. Mm-hmm. I don't want a toxic environment. No. I want my employees to be able to clock in, have a good time, make their money, clock out.
But boundaries are important in that, because people take advantage, and you have to be able to, and I think boundaries demand respect.
Totally. And that's the thing, is like I always say, like, set a standard and stick to it. You know, we set a standard and we communicate that standard in the beginning, and then there's consequences if you don't meet that standard. Yeah. That's it, though. And we've never asked you to do anything that wasn't already expressed to you that needed to be done. Yeah. You know, it was disclosed in the beginning type of thing. Job descriptions are very clear. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so for me, it was like, I wanted to have a space that people can come and just like be themselves. Yeah. And I really feel like I have some employees that start off a little rigid and then they come out of their shell, because our regulars from the beginning are loud and they dance and they sing and they, you know, they are completely themselves, and I want them to be able to walk into our space and be exactly who they want to be.
They're definitely Salud clientele.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like I love, like, I'll be in the office, I'll look at the cameras, and like one of my employees and like a couple of customers are like dancing, and I'm like, that's why I did it. Yeah. That's why I did it. Okay. I just wanted to create a community.
So you've developed your community off of that first store. Did you feel like that was it? And then at that point where you're like, I need another store. No. Like, what caused store number 2?
I just kept saying yes. Like, none of these stores I've seeked out. A little bit Bixby, I was like lightly looking, but like, so for the Belmont, they were already one of my wholesale customers. Uh-huh. But then the health department shut me down because they're like, you can't wholesale raw juice. So you either HPP or pasteurizer juice, which I didn't want to do, or you have to do retail. Okay. So then I switched to retail. The whole reason why I did retail is so I could stay raw. Yeah. So I had to pull out of my wholesale accounts, Belmont being one of them. Mm-hmm. Concurrently, Belmont was trying to start have a juice bar move into their space. That was kind of taking a little bit longer than they wanted. And then I opened. So Jeff, the owner of the Belmont, came over to 4th Street, chatted with me. He didn't know I was him, and he didn't know what.
Yeah.
And then he left, and then he came back. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I was supposed to come in and ask for Angela." And I was like, "Oh, I'm Angela." And he's like, "I'm Jeff. I own the Belmont. Do you want to move in?" And I was like, "Shit, yeah."
Yes, I do.
Of course I do. And that was like 4 months after we opened.
Wow.
So we opened 2 stores, and one in February and one in like November of the same year. It was absolutely awful. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I honestly feel really bad for my staff because I think I stretched them. I did.
Were you splitting staff?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you had same staff working different locations, doing the same thing.
Yeah, it was. We didn't have a delivery van. Like, Gage, who still works with me now, he was delivering out of his like purple Scion. He was one of our first delivery guys.
Oh wow.
It was just hodgepodge, and I think I was really traumatized. That's why I waited so long to open another one. But then I got a couple of good managers, and they started creating systems, and they started creating onboarding binders. They started, all this stuff. Boundaries were set. I'm not the same age as my managers anymore. I'm older than them now, so they look at me as an actual owner and not the same age as them.
Does that take pressure off of you?
Yeah, it does. 100%. Yeah, because I was an employer. I'm an employee first.
Yeah.
My comfort is washing their dishes and cleaning their space.
Yeah.
And I had to learn how to like remove myself without the guilt.
Yeah.
Of being like, I'm not helping them, and remembering that I'm hiring them for a job.
Yeah.
And I'm paying them for that job, and I don't need to do it for them in order for me to feel like I have worth in the company.
Yeah.
So it was a very gradual, like, step out.
I'm the same way. It drives me crazy. I like babysit. Like, oh, well, let me see what you're doing there. Let me see. And you have to let go in order to let the stress of you leave.
Right.
And you hire them for a reason.
Exactly.
You hire them for a reason, and that's to take pressure off of you.
Exactly. When you hire the right people, too, you're almost doing them a disservice by being right next to them.
True.
Because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's also like my best managers are like, they've never vocalized this, but like semi-offended when I'm like showing up. They're like, why are you here?
Why are you micromanaging me?
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
okay, true.
Sorry.
And sadly, I think a lot of companies do that, and then they lose the trust of their employees, and their employees no longer want to work with them.
Totally.
Because now I don't want to go there. The boss is always hanging over my shoulder.
Yeah, and they lose their empowerment. Like, where's their power in their role? You know, they have no empowerment in their role. If you're just always there, like, did you make sure to do this? Did you check that? Where's this? It's like, let him. Also, you got to let him swim too.
No independence in that.
No independence.
Although it's funny because now some of these employees will do the job better than you.
I like always joke with my managers. I'm like, if you guys ever needed someone called out, I am a liability to that company now. I do not know how to bring people up anymore, and I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I don't because I would. I'm glad I don't because I would do all of their jobs still.
It's hilarious to me because it's now a big social media thing where a manager will be like, "Who closed last night?" And then the owner will be like, "Me," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's great." When it's trash.
Yes.
So the ability to trust employees in that is a part of the growing within a business.
Totally.
Now, you never had like a preconceived notion of how big it could be, or are you just riding the wave?
Well, I think I think now that I have the right management team, I'm like, I can get bigger.
Yeah.
That's really what it came down to. And then stupid John at Steelhead has been I love John, by the way.
I was just going to say, we love John, by the way. We will say this. We love John.
John has become he's like a Steve now to me, where I'm like, you're my brother for life. I will die for you. But he's just taken me on under his wing. Do you want to do this? I'm like, yes. He's like, what? Do you want to do this? I'm like, yes. Now I'm opening 2 stores with him.
But we need that courage from sometimes other people, right?
Totally.
In order to do that.
Yeah, he believes in me more than I believe in myself.
Which we need that.
Totally.
I mean, I would never have been the photographer I am today if someone just didn't say, swim, do it. And I think that's a big part of it. I'm going to circle around and we're going to go and get some juice. But
I will also say, I keep shouting out all these men. My husband is there too.
Yeah.
My husband also, every single one I've been like, are you sure I should do this? He's like, yeah, why not?
Which is
Are you sure?
hilarious.
Yeah, because he's going to have to take the brunt of all of the...
But I mentioned to our neighbors who are friends of ours. I was like, oh, Angela from Salud's going to be on the show. And they're all, oh, that's great. You should get her husband.
I knew it.
And
no, he was more famous than me. We can't go anywhere without somebody asking for his autograph.
Well, he was one of the head graphic designers from Enjoy Skateboards. He did also, so he was in the skateboard world.
Yeah.
And I was all, of course, you'd want me to have him on.
100%.
I go, his wife's freaking killing it, but you want me to have him on. All right, cool.
Well,
I go, down with the patriarchy. Down with the patriarchy. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, he doesn't need to be. I'm not even going to say his name. Nobody needs to know his name.
No, don't even look. Don't Google
Look him up.
Don't Google it. It's not worth the Google. See, this is great. This is my
kid.
kid's school right here. And he should just come and get juice. This is IVA. Shout out to IVA, Intellectual Virtues Academy.
Oh,
Bunch of brainiacs over here at a charter school here in Long Beach.
Nerds!
Freaking nerd. That's my kid. He's a freaking nerd, but he's awesome.
That's amazing.
So, if someone were to come up to you today and be like, I'm gonna start a juice bar, what would you tell them?
I would tell them not to.
Would you tell them run?
I would tell them, because the thing is like, yeah, no, I would tell them not to. I would tell them to try something that has a higher profit margin with a longer shelf life.
Yeah.
Because it is a labor of love. Like, it's my little labor of love. My husband's always like, oh, your little company? Because it is just me. Like, the juice should be a lot more expensive than it is, and it already is so expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to raise the prices because then it defeats the whole reason why I'm doing this, which is accessibility to health.
Yeah.
So.
Which is true because, the reason people eat McDonald's is because it's cheap.
Yes.
And it's easy.
Exactly.
And that's really the problem, and that's why people with less money end up being less healthy. Mm-hmm. And that's an issue.
I know. I hate it.
Yeah. So
I can't stand it.
Overall, from start to finish,
yeah,
was it worth the drive?
Yeah.
Because where you're at? No, your business.
No, absolutely. Oh, I wouldn't have met my husband. I wouldn't have met all of these amazing people. I feel very fulfilled in my business. Like, I'm still growing it, so I obviously love it. This is what I've always wanted.
And the health benefits, right? Your dad? That's
yeah.
freaking amazing.
Those are like the base goal.
Like that was your catalyst, right? And your catalyst just sent you to where you are now. And now you're actually reaping the benefits of what you're doing.
My dad aside, I've had customers tell me, like, I was able to get off my medication by changing up. I did a juice cleanse, and then I started coming in here incorporating this and this. I started getting more used to these flavors. I changed around my diet, and, I've now been able to get off my medication for this autoimmune disease or whatever it is, So yeah, it's been
what drives you to do it?
Honestly, I just want people to be the best version of themselves, physically and mentally. That's my drive in life, period. If anybody needs my help with anything, I'm there, because we're not on this earth very long. So it's like the time is ticking, so it's like all of us are trying to just be happy. And whatever the definition of success is, whether that be family or just being healthy or, whatever, we're all just trying to move toward that. So with Salud, I'm able to do it, multiply that, right? I'm able to have good managers and still good, good culture into the employees. But the employees can then do that to the customers. And it's this, well-oiled machine of happiness.
Yeah, I think that's why we got along. The first time I met you, I wanted to punch you because I hated you.
Yeah, I know, me too. My love language is hate.
Me too. And
so I love you too.
Tara said that too.
Yeah.
So you took it along really well because your love language is bullying and hate. And
anytime you hate me, I'm like...
I was like, if I treat you really nice, that means we're not close. And so if I treat you a little attitude, it means we're close.
Yeah.
But Tara has a question for you.
What? Is it a recording?
It's a recording of a question. Oh, I didn't even send my text. It was going to be The Rock rolling his eyes. But okay. So Tara here
oh my God,
has a question for you. And let me play it loud.
What gets you out of bed every morning?
That's good. Angela, why does it suck to suck? So that's my question for you. But Tara, of course, was a much better human than the both of us.
She really is.
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
We're her bullies.
Yeah, but we have to be because she's
Oh, I
so
know.
sweet and so nice
Yes.
that I feel we have to bully everyone around her.
Oh, 100%.
And sometimes we have to bully her to stick up for herself.
I know. I feel like the most times that I'm yelling at her is I'm like, stick up for yourself.
She's like, hold your guns.
You're worthy.
You got it.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah. And
I'm
with
like, even stick up for yourself. This is meta, but you should be sticking up
Yeah.
to me yelling at you.
yes, on a lower level.
Yeah.
So she would like to know what gets you up every morning.
Oh gosh, what gets me up? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big dreamer. Like I live like 10 years ahead, you know? So for me, like, you know, people might see me and be like, you already have 3 stores. I'm like, I barely have 3 stores. You know? Okay, can I tell you what I want?
Yes.
Okay, remember in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
There was the little girl, her dad owned the factory, and he had the office up top.
I want more.
Yeah, I want, well, she would sing,
Yeah.
I want to feast.
Yes.
I want to big
Yes,
feast.
yes.
But there was the very beginning where she was looking for the golden ticket, and she was in her dad's factory, and he had all of his factory workers at the bottom opening all the chocolate, and his office is on top with a window looking over his factory. That's what I want. And I want to walk in and see my factory, and everyone's happy and getting paid well, and then I have my managers.
So you're not
Like
necessarily what's her name?
Oh, yeah, Veronica?
You're doing Violet. Violet.
Well, it wasn't her.
Or is it Veruca Salt?
Veruca Salt.
Veruca
Yes,
Salt. Yes.
Yeah. No,
You
not
want to
her.
have the ability to provide for all those people.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like I remember I had a manifestation book,
Yeah.
and in my manifestation book, it was like, and my employees all get 2 weeks paid vacation every year to do whatever they wanted, like paid by Salud, you know?
Yeah.
At the time, it was a kava bar. That's what my manifestation journal was about. But
I love kava. I love that because that's the way I view life, and I think life's not worth living unless you're helping,
100%.
unless you're doing things, and that's why I surround myself by people that do that, and that's why I asked you to come on, because you can get your point across, and while you getting your point across gets my point across.
I love that.
We exist to help,
100%.
and I think small business does that perfectly. We have something that we know can help others, and so we put it out there in the world, and all we want is good. Whereas other companies forget about that. They forget about the people. And this is me, and everyone can say I'm anti-corporation. I am. I'm anti-corporation. I think if you can't afford to pay your workers a living wage so that the federal government has to kick in and help them,
Right.
you're not paying them enough, and which
Right.
means you shouldn't get all these things.
Yeah.
So I don't shop Walmart. I don't shop Target. I don't go to these places because they don't have my ideals at heart.
Right.
And my ideals are people. People need to benefit from what we do. If you're causing harm, get out of here. There's no use for you
Right.
causing harm. But what you do in your business by creating that culture, what you do with the juices by promoting health is important. And it goes with who we surround ourselves with, right?
Yeah.
Other business owners that are like-minded,
Yeah.
and our friends that want to do more for the community
Right.
to a hindrance almost to themselves, right? It could hurt their business, but they want to do something bigger and better.
Yeah.
Give me a shout out, 3 businesses in Long Beach that you want to promote.
Oh, well, I mean, Steelhead, because I just love John so much.
John is Steelhead.
Obviously, The Attic.
The
because
Attic.
I just love Steve.
Tara
so
shouted them out. You get another.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, still The Attic.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Nona Mercado was shouted out by Tara.
Okay, well, that actually is good because now I can pick 2 other ones.
Yes. She also shouted me out just so you know.
I was literally saying, well, Fate Studios, and I feel
Yeah,
like that's
she
a
already did
cop-out.
it. She already
I can't
did
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
are
you're
the
telling me Tara copped out? Oh my God. I'm
No,
gonna
I'm just saying this is Fate Studios.
Anything down on 4th Street?
Oh my gosh. Well, Lewis, of course.
Oh yeah.
Lewis just in general.
Yes.
As a human.
Yes.
And then Lola's and Dolores.
Yes.
But like Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, Caston. Caston's
Yeah.
been my hero since, I mean, she's been on that block. She was OG on that block. She
Yeah.
believed in that block before all of us food service people did, when it was just vintage.
Yeah.
And, you know, she'd make that coffee shop. And I don't know what the timeline is, but I think she was probably around my age too
Yeah.
when she started, because that
Yeah, she
portfolio
had
was
to be.
there for like 30 something years.
Yeah.
So Caston, love Caston. She doesn't know that. I've never told her that, but she is like one of my heroes.
See, that's what I love about the business community here in Long Beach is we support each other. Small businesses support each other. It's rare when you find a business kind of sniping another business.
Totally.
It's always, oh, I love what they do. Like, I mean, come on, Lola's, I'll eat there once a week. Seeing what he's done with, you know, the recipes he's got, and of course for California, we got to have Mexican food.
He's also just the best human.
Yeah, the best hugs. I get the best hugs from them, man.
They're so good.
Yeah, and I'm not a hugger.
Oh, really?
But I will succumb to a hug.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
no, you're right. They're so good.
So
I love him.
what we can do to give back and stuff like that is I always support those businesses and I always shop those businesses and I support those people. Like these little shout outs are important because sometimes I don't hear it. And when you hear it from your customers, that's one thing, because your customers are going to sing your praises because, wait, maybe I'll get a discount, or maybe I'm going to this, maybe I'm that.
I never thought that.
But other business owners who are in the trenches with you,
Totally.
when they give you a compliment or a shout out, it means the world because they're just like us. They're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Was this worth the drive?
Totally. I mean, I just love talking to you. I would have done this without the cameras.
Nice.
Wait,
there are cameras? Oh my God.
We've done this without the cameras.
Yes, but what we say, usually just us, it's talking trash. So
That's
I'm
true.
glad I can get to the bottom of what Salud is.
Yeah.
And it's more of a feeling now.
Oh, 100%
Like,
it's a feeling.
Yes, it was good to have the juices. Like I have to pick up one for my wife right now. But now knowing the heart behind the company, and I think when you know the heart behind the company, you want to support that company a lot
Totally.
more. What little piece of advice would you give to an entrepreneur trying to get into business right now?
I think, okay, like I'm 12 years in, right? I have my managers and I'm like able to do this with you on a Monday and it looks so fun, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of entrepreneurs look up to people who are already 10 years, 20 years out. And they're like, oh, why can't that be me? You know, so for me, I feel like what you need to know is it's going to suck for so long. And there's going to be very lonely days, but they're going to be worth it in the end. Yeah. But like a lot of people don't, like once it's boring or once it's lonely, they're like, oh, well, I must be doing something wrong because that entrepreneur I'm looking at who's 20 years out is just lap of luxury. They're not doing all the stuff I'm doing. But nobody really stops to think about the fact that we've all been up at 2 a.m. I remember Instagram just started when I started Salud, and I would come home after a long day of juicing and bottling and delivering and be on Instagram and see everyone's pictures at the Pike. And I went, this is still worth it. This is still worth it. Angela, don't forget, this is worth it. Like, this is worth, like, you not having the 20s that, you know, you were supposed to have or whatever, you know?
But now you can have the life that they can't have.
Yeah. I made a decision very young. I'm like, I either work really hard when I'm younger and be a little bit softer later, or I'm soft now and I work really hard later. Yeah. And I figured when my joints don't hurt and I can work hungover, start like work hard then. Yeah. But yeah, I think, but for the most part, just like you're not alone in the fact that it's super hard. Yeah. Like we're all struggling. And don't forget that, like in your hardest, darkest moment, don't forget that all of us who are entrepreneurs all had super dark, hard moments. Yeah. More often than not, you just see our highlight reel. So you feel very alone in your struggle, but we're all there.
Yeah. And just, I think even from that standpoint, I've had employees who we paid for the health insurance. We paid for their great salary. They were technically making more money than we were as owners. And have them yell at me that I got all the money because they don't know. They don't know you're paying the mortgage or the lease on a building. Yeah. They don't know you're paying for all the bottles. They don't know you're paying for all the product. They don't see all that. All they see is what they're given. And I think that separates two classes of people. There's working people and there's entrepreneurs. We need all of them. Totally. We need all of them, but it's when you can look deeper and understand all the intricacies that are going on within a business that can make you understand if you want to truly be a business owner or not. Totally. Because it's once you know how the sausage is made, it's pretty gross. And it's a lot harder than what people think. Totally. So thanks for being on. Yeah, wait, are you leaving me here? No, you're going to help me get juiced. Okay.